channel, friends, and thank you all so much for joining me here for a brand new video. Today I have a Goodwill thrift haul to share with you. It has been so long since I've done a Goodwill haul, so I'm very excited to share with you some of our recent thrift finds. Over the Thanksgiving break weekend, my husband and I decided to go out and do some thrifting together because we both had some time off, and it has been a long time since we've been to our local Goodwill, so we wanted to just go out and do some thrifting and see what all we could find. I found a couple clothing pieces. I was on the hunt for some winter sweaters and things like that, so I'm very excited to share with you the clothing pieces I found. And then I also found a couple Christmas items of things that I realized I wanted to look for after decorating the rest of the house. There were a couple pieces that I wanted to go look for, and I ended up lucking out and finding them at our local Goodwill on the day that we went, and then a few other little pieces that I'm going to incorporate into our home. So I hope that you enjoy watching this Goodwill haul, and we will get started. The very first item that I found is this box of vintage Christmas ornaments. I love the pretty red. They were 99 cents for the box. I love the vintage box. There are a few missing, but I still thought that was a really good price for these vintage ornaments. They are pretty hard to find, and so when I see them, I love to pick them up for our tree. They are not the Shiny Bright brand, but they still match perfectly with all of my other Shiny Bright ornaments and vintage glass ornaments that I have thrifted through the years, so I think they're going to match really well. And another thing I decided to do while I was off for Thanksgiving break is I put up the flocked tree in my office dressing room area that I mentioned to you all I might do next year or in the future. I ended up putting up that tree while I was off, and it looks so pretty in there. I just love the cozy glow of the lights in there, and I love having it up. So one thing I noticed is that I would like to add more red to it. So I was excited to find these at Goodwill like the day after I put up that tree. That way I have these now to use on that tree. And then I also ordered a couple other pretty ornaments to use on that tree that I'll share with you at the end. But I thought that was a really good deal for these vintage glass ornaments, and I can't wait to see how the pop of red looks added on to that tree in that room. The next thing I found is this vintage Christmas record. This was $1.99. It was actually hidden at the bottom of the shelf under a bunch of Christmas bags and like tablecloths and things like that. I just decided to look up under some things and move some stuff around, and I saw this gorgeous record. It has some of the best Christmas songs. It is called Christmas Chimes. I cannot wait to listen to this and hear the beautiful songs. And then the cover is just so pretty that it's gonna be gorgeous over here on my little bookcase, displayed with the rest of my Christmas records. So for $1.99 I had to get that. And then the next vintage Christmas item that I found is this box of hand dipped taper candles. It was $2.99 for this box of them. I love, again, the vintage box. And I loved that it came with red candles. These are so perfect for Christmas. I was in need of a few more red tapers to go in a couple different areas, and they're going to be beautiful in my brass candle holders. It also comes with a few white candles and then this really deep black, which is so pretty for fall and just that time of year. So very excited with this box of taper candles. And then speaking of taper candles, I also found, actually my husband found this one. He brought it up to me and he said, I'm not exactly sure if this is something you would want, but I just had to show it to you because it's so cute. And I was like, yes, I want that. Oh my goodness, it's the cutest little Santa on this taper candle. It was only 29 cents. So I had to bring him home. I actually looked him up when I got home, and I saw that they make a Mrs. Claus candle like this as well, and they originally, I believe, came in a set. So I just thought that was so sweet, and I thought this little Santa would be really pretty, again, in one of my brass candle holders. And then I found a couple dishes. I did not expect to come across these vintage dishes at our local Goodwill on this day. I was not looking for these at all whatsoever, but I can just envision these in my hutch in spring and summer, and they were too beautiful to not bring home. They're my favorite colors. Look at that floral pattern and the gold. It was $3.99 for this set, and there's the stamp on the back. And then there was also a large set for $4.99, but these are bigger bowls, almost like a pasta bowl. I love this size of dishes, so I was excited to find those and some of the little dessert plates. Again, they're going to be so pretty for spring. They're all my favorite colors, and they are very, very English cottage. So I had to bring those home. You do not see these every day, and when you do come across them, if you love this style, then definitely pick them up, because you can just tell they are very old. They have so much age and character, and you just don't come across those type of gorgeous dishes every time you're in Goodwill. So I was excited to find those. And then the other two items I found are actually large items, so I'm going to take the camera over and share those with you next. I found some really pretty baskets that I'm excited to use in our home, so let's go over there next. Okay, these are the two baskets we thrifted. As soon as I spotted these sitting there in Goodwill, I ran and grabbed a cart to put these in it because I knew I wanted to bring these home. They are so sturdy, and you can tell they're really good quality baskets. They were $9.99 each. I feel like a Christmas tree would be so pretty in one of these in a corner somewhere. I'm gonna play around with them and try them out in some different areas and see what will be the most functional and what we decide to use them for. But I'm very happy that I found these at Goodwill. I feel like they're a really good functional find. Okay, really quick before I move on to the clothing, I'm going to share with you a Christmas gift that we also thrifted at Goodwill on this day. I have gotten a lot of questions when I have mentioned Christmas, thrifting Christmas gifts in the past, if I could share Christmas thrifted gift ideas. And it really just depends on the individual person that you are shopping for and thrifting for, on what they like. Try to think about if they have mentioned anything that they have wanted or could use or that they need. That's just what I try to think about throughout the year as I see things. But we started doing thrifted gifts in my family just like this past 2 years. So one thing that my dad mentioned recently that he wanted to get was a few of his favorite Western movies on DVD that he could watch just whenever he wanted, because a lot of times it's hard to find like the old Westerns whenever he wants to watch them. So we actually came across this. My husband spotted it and he was like, hey, we should get that for your dad for Christmas. And I was like, that is the perfect gift. So it is this set of 50 Western DVDs. We made sure that all 50 were in here. I think he's going to really enjoy watching these. I have actually thrifted him several movies throughout the year as I have seen them, some of his favorites. So this will go with that, and then the other stuff we got him. But I just thought that was perfect that Goodwill ended up having that on that day. Hello friends, it is about a week later from the last clip that you saw in this video. I already had the current video that you just watched completely edited and ready to go, but I went out to the grocery yesterday and I decided to run into a couple thrift stores while I was in town, and I found several more vintage Christmas goodies, and it's not really enough to do a whole separate haul with. So I was like, I'm just going to sit down and film this clip, insert this into that video that was almost ready to go, and then share all of this together in one video, because again, it's not really enough for a separate haul, but it's some really good pieces that I wanted to share with you. I went to my favorite consignment shop, Barren River Consignment. You all know how much I love that store, and I found several goodies in there. And then I also went to Grandma's Attic in Glasgow, and then I ran in Goodwill really quick and I only grabbed one thing from in there. So I hope that you enjoy this little add-on video and seeing my finds. I believe the last clip that you saw, I was sharing that DVD set of Western classics that we got for my dad for Christmas. I already got that all wrapped up and ready to go, along with the other movies that we have thrifted him throughout the year. That's going to be something really fun for him to open that he did tell me that he wanted me to look for, so I'm excited about that. And next year I want to really do a thrifted gift idea video. I have so many ideas that I can share. I want to get that video ready and prepare early next year to get that video out, because it does take a lot of preparation and I need to share it early. That way you have plenty of time to go out thrifting and hunt for gifts for your loved ones. It's definitely something that takes time, and it really helps also to like thrift throughout the year and stuff like that. So I was a little late on it this year, but I definitely want to share something like that next year. So that's just a little idea and plan that I have. But anyway, now we will move on to the items that I found while I was out thrifting yesterday. I'll start out with what I found at Goodwill. I picked up these cute little teacups with the holly on them. I thought these would be so pretty at my hot cocoa bar, but you could also use them as little scoops. I like to make up a big batch of hot cocoa. It is cocoa powder, powdered sugar, instant milk, and regular sugar. You mix that together and you can make your own hot cocoa mix, and that makes a pretty big batch. You could put that in a clear jar with a lid and then use one of these cute little Christmas teacups as your scoop to scoop out your hot cocoa mix. I just think that would be so precious. But there's so many ideas of what you can use these little teacups for, so I grabbed those at Goodwill. And then next, from Barren River Consignment, I was so excited about my finds from in there. It has been a long time since I've been in there, so I was absolutely dying to go. So again, I just had to run in there yesterday and see if they had any new fun items out. They had out so much Christmas stuff, and all of their Christmas decor was 50% off. So I grabbed these little ornament. They were originally $19.99, but I paid $9.99. And it is a whole bag of these metal horns. How pretty are these? Oh my goodness. And I think I'm going to add some red velvet ribbon. If I can find a thin ribbon. I had a hard time this year finding thin red velvet ribbon, so I'm going to try to look for that before next year and hang these all over the tree. I don't know if I'll do them on the living room tree or my little office flocked tree. We'll see. But a whole bag of them. I just love the brass color. They're so nice. Very like heavy and sturdy, and they're just these perfect little Christmas horns. I just love them. So that was an exciting find. And then next, I could not believe the price of these. 2 of these vintage Spode stockings, $2.99 for the set, and then 50% off. I'm telling you, you cannot beat their prices and the quality of the items that they get in. Oh my goodness, it is just my favorite store. And not only that, but the owners are just the kindest people truly ever. So I just love to support them and their store. I love these. Look at the little sequin ornaments, and then this is what the back looks like. So I'm going to redo our little fireplace a little bit, our little mantle, and I'm going to put up my brass stocking hangers because I'm determined to make them work. If you watched my decorate with me, you'll see the garland kind of hid them, but I'm going to try to lower that garland a little bit so that you'll be able to see those beautiful vintage brass hangers. I'm going to hang these on them because now I really want to use these as our stockings just because I'm so excited about them. But I cannot wait to get those all hung up. And then, oh, one more thing from Barren River. Oh, actually 2 more things from Barren River. I found this big basket. I just love these. I can't remember exactly how much it was. I think $2 or $3. And it's just a really nice big basket with the handles. And then I also found this little mushroom ornament. And I just think that the mushrooms are so cute. but I just thought this would be so cute on that tree again that I have in my dressing room area. I have like my little camera on there. I have our kitten ornament, our wedding ornament, and so I just love the mushrooms, so I thought I could add that in there on that tree. And I've already filmed my Christmas home tour, so I don't know if any of this will be in that because I really love how it turned out, and I don't know if I want to refilm that, so I might just maybe insert a few clips of what those look like in this video to share with you the new additions. But then we went to Grandma's attic and I found some really beautiful treasures. The first thing are these little bathroom towels. I don't think the camera can even do these justice. They are so beautiful. Look at the pink. Oh, it's actually like a mint green tree, and then the pink bows. Oh my goodness. I just love these little hand towels. They had 4 of them, so I got all 4. These were each marked originally at $1 each, but they were having a sale on all of the orange tag items, so I ended up getting all 4 of these and this stocking I found for only $2 for all of this. So I was so excited about that. And the absolute best find I feel like of the entire day was this gorgeous stocking with this little vintage bear. This is, I believe, like cross stitched. It is so beautiful. The back is red velvet, and I just think it would be so pretty hung with these little tree stockings. So we're gonna use this stocking for our little kitty's treats. We always do him a stocking with treats in it. Oh my goodness, his favorite treats, he goes crazy for them, and so I love to put those in a stocking, and he knows what they are too as soon as he like hears the bag and sees them. So I'm going to use this to fill some little treats for him. And again, I think I'll do either one tree on each side. We'll see once I play around with it, but I think it's going to be so pretty over there on the fireplace with the bells and those stocking hangers, and I'll insert again a clip in this video of what that looks like. But that is everything for this portion of the haul, and then I'll get back into the first haul that I filmed because I still have all of the clothing pieces I found to share with you, and then also one item from Poshmark that I found that I just can't wait to share and add on to my flocked tree in the other room. So I hope that you enjoyed the rest of this video, and we will get back into it. Now we are going to move on to the clothing that I found. Again, I was on the hunt for cozy winter sweaters. I went ahead and put these on hangers so you would be able to see them a little bit better as I hold them up. But I love this Eddie Bauer gorgeous sweater. It looks like it's a vintage tag. It's 100% cotton. I love the knit on it. I did notice it is missing a little button here, but I really don't mind that at all. I could always replace it. I could go find a button very similar and replace it, or you can really barely tell. I actually didn't even notice it until I was about to film this haul and I got it out and I noticed that. But it's so pretty on. I love the fit of it, and I love just the really cozy knit that it has. So that was the first little sweater from Goodwill. And then this next cardigan is kind of the same shape, but it has a different knit. Again, it's 100% cotton. And I just like the little buttons. I just really like how it looks on. It fits really well, and I think it could just be styled so cute for this time of year. The sun is starting to go down, so the lighting is kind of getting a little bit orange, but hopefully you can see the pretty cream color of these sweaters. And then this next one is not an older piece, but it's still really, really pretty and cozy, and I think it's going to be really warm for this time of year. It has already gotten so cold here, and it has been snowing. It snowed like 3 days just this past week, and it has been so cozy to wear warm things like this. So I love the sleeves on this. I love the back too, how it has this detail. And this one is a long cardigan, and it has little pockets down here. And then I was on the hunt for a Sherpa, and I really wanted to thrift one. I have looked for months, and like I said, it had been so long since I've been to Goodwill, so I was like, while I'm here, I'm gonna see if I can finally find a Sherpa. And I spotted this one, and I just think this is so pretty. It's from the brand Express. I just think it's a really pretty color. I love the sleeves, and it has pockets, so that's going to be super cozy to wear this winter as well. So that is all of my Goodwill finds from the last weekend when we went. I hope that you enjoyed seeing all of these fun little finds. Okay, I almost forgot to share with you my Poshmark find. So again, as I was decorating that tree in my office dressing room area, I noticed that I had used the majority of my vintage glass ornaments in here on our living room tree, and I really want that same look on that tree, that very vintage, nostalgic look with all of the old ornaments on it. So I knew that I was really limited on time, because it takes a long time to really thrift and find exactly what you're looking for. So I knew that if I went out and tried to thrift vintage ornaments, it was going to probably take a long time, maybe a couple months, to find the ones I was looking for. So moral of the story, I decided to go online and see if I could find any that were a reasonable price for vintage ornaments, and I actually came across these. They were listed on Poshmark, and it was a whole set of, I believe, 20 of these ornaments. They are all pink and gold, which is just perfect for that office dressing room tree. I love having a pop of pink in that room, and then of course I love gold. I have gold frames in there, so it just really is going to be so pretty. I cannot wait to see what they look like on that tree, and I'm so thankful they were packaged really well, and they all arrived very safely. So this is what they look like up close. Here's the pink, and then the gold. And then again, I found these ornaments, like I said, from Goodwill. So it's just going to be like a mixture of all of the pretty glass vintage ornaments on that tree, very similar to my living room tree. And I can't wait to see what these look like. I haven't even opened all of them yet, but there's another bag. And here's these. I think there's also a couple silver ones. So those are going to be, again, so pretty on that tree. I might insert a few clips of me putting these on that tree so you can see what they look like, and then that tree will also be in my Christmas home tour that I'm going to share with you next. So definitely, if you're on the hunt for vintage ornaments, and again, you don't have time to thrift any before Christmas gets here, or you have not had any luck thrifting any at your local thrift stores, definitely check like Facebook Marketplace. I've mentioned that a lot before. You can check Poshmark, eBay, places like that, where people sell lots of vintage ornaments, and you can get a lot of times a really good deal on them on there. Speaking of Poshmark, I also have some new items listed to my Poshmark closet. I have been going through the past few days and taking pictures and getting new things listed, just as I have had time. So the week that this goes up, I want to have the majority of everything listed that I want to add on there for the Christmas season. So definitely check that out. I will have it linked below if you're interested in shopping any of my vintage finds that I have thrifted through the years. As I go through and rotate out my decor, I will list things on there. So hopefully you will maybe see something that you like on there, and I would love for you to check it out. Also, don't forget to subscribe because my very next video is going to be my Christmas home tour, and I can't wait to share that. I'm really excited for how everything came together. I'm going to be sharing a few spaces in that video that I didn't share in my Decorate With Me, so you'll see everything that I have decorated so far this year for Christmas. But I hope that you, again, will subscribe if you haven't already. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and your week, and I will see you in my very next video. Bye, friends. Okay, it's a lot later now, and I got the stockings all hung. I still cannot get over this stocking for $1. I was just over on the couch staring at it because I just can't get over how beautiful all of these look here, but especially this little vintage one for $1. I just can't get over it. Again, the back is this beautiful velvet. These are just so pretty, and I hung the bear on the little bear stocking holder, so I just love it so much. Such a precious vintage stocking. I also added the little mushroom ornament in here on to this tree. And I added a few of the little vintage horns in here onto this tree as well. After I took these out of the bag, I realized a few of them had never even been opened. They're still in the original packaging, and they have the original price tag on them. I couldn't believe that some of them were unopened, and I can't wait to add these to our tree. Such a fun, unexpected find, and I just love them. They're so pretty, so I had to share that really quick. And then I also thought I would give you one more close-up look at these beautiful hand towels. They are seriously in perfect condition. No stains on a single one of them. Look at the bows. I just can't get over these. I'm about to go wash them so that we can use them, but I just wanted to show you one more close-up of how pretty these are. I feel like the lighting in the camera, again, just doesn't do them justice. But I really hope that you all enjoyed, again, this little combined thrift haul of a few days of thrift finds from the past few weeks. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my very next video. I'm so thankful I was able to make these vintage stocking hangers work. I told you all in my Decorate With Me that I ended up taking them down off of the mantle because the garland blocked the view of them, but I moved the stockings to the other side of the fireplace and I draped the garland down. That way you would be able to see them, and I'm so thankful and happy with how it turned out. I just love our new stockings, and I feel like they add the perfect vintage touch to our living room for Christmas. That you all have a very Merry Christmas. Again, stay tuned because up next will be my Christmas home tour, and I'm so excited to share it. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.